Thank you for joining us tonight for the GPAC postgame press conference. We have head coach Matt Margenthaler and student athlete and your 24 tournament MVP Malik Willingham of Minnesota State University Mankato. The Mavericks have won the 2024 NSIC men's basketball tournament after a 97-77 win over Minnesota Duluth. We'll start off with an opening statement from head coach Matt Margenthaler and then open it up for any questions. Coach?
Well, I congratulate UMD. I mean, they're a great basketball team. I mean, Justin does a great job with those guys. I have a ton of respect for him and their players. I mean, the third year in a row they've been in this tournament. It's a heck of an accomplishment. And our guys put 40 minutes together tonight. And we talked about it yesterday, that we put really like 30 minutes together offensively and defensively. Tonight, it was probably our most complete game from start to finish, and with all 8 players, because we had, our bench was outstanding. Brady Williams was unreal. Malcolm gave us great minutes, and Harrison finally got out of his slump that he's been struggling with. And I think one of the biggest plays of the game was when he got an offensive board and came out. It was a 4-point play right there. And so I thought, you come out and at halftime felt really good and kind of thought that's the way the game was going to go, up 6 at that half. And we knew, and we talked about it. We were here last night. We needed to be better in the second half, and we were shooting 56%. That basket just opened up for us. But it opened up for us because I thought we were the tougher basketball team. I thought we made the 50-50 plays, and rebounding. They've out-rebounded us about an average of 15 offensively the last 2 times we played them. We took that to heart. And I tell you what, and Malik heard the rumblings. I mean, hey, he was MVP of this league. And, we had someone else in the league trying to make a statement. This young man here, he showed tonight why he's MVP, and there was no doubt about it.
Well, Matt, you talked a little bit about your defense. You force a team in Duluth that averages 8 turnovers a game. That's third best in the country to 13. What was it about your team tonight that got after a team that just very rarely makes those mistakes, but you forced them into it?
I'd say my staff, yesterday watching the game, really Carson Aaronholtz, my assistant, does a lot of our defensive stuff, and he said, just hear me out before you tell me I'm crazy about some different matchups. And we did do some different matchups. We feel that they have at least 1 or maybe 2 guys on the floor that don't shoot percentage-wise great from the three-point line. So we were going to help off on a lot, either one of those 2 guys. And I thought it worked. No question it worked. I mean, we really gave Andrews a lot of trouble. They even Blair some trouble at the end. I mean, Blair, he's just going to make some shots. But I thought that our defensive effort was outstanding. And not only for 20 minutes, but for the entire game. We were locked in. And we've been this way. We've been businesslike from day one. And I can't say enough about these young men because we put this team together for these moments. I mean, that's why we brought the transfers from Truman. That's why we brought Justin Egan's from Wayne here to mesh with the guys we have already. And Brady to be able to take a back seat from starting a couple of years ago, back surgery last year, and really relishing in that role. Harrison doing the same thing, Malcolm doing the same thing. That's why we're at the spot we're at right now.
Malik, question for you. Would you talk about what is the chemistry that this team has developed? The coach is just talking about there. Obviously, you got some great chemistry with you and your brother, but it goes beyond that. Yeah. What makes this team so special?
I mean, I just feel like me and Carice are like one of the top 2 leaders of the team. And, before we even had the team, we talked about how can we be a championship team. We had talks with coaches from last spring, counting back to last spring. And, for us, me and Carice had to get outside our shell and have a relationship with everyone on our team, not just the starting 5 or the bench guys. I feel like we did a great job just 1 through 15. We all have a relationship with each other. We all have relationships with coaches. We can go to them with anything. And that was a big thing for us. You can see it on the court, too. I mean, you see the energy that we play with. We're also so happy for each other when anyone gets buckets or gets stops, especially. I love these guys so much. It's just it's a blessing to do this with this group of guys. I'm so happy for them, too. I'm proud of those guys. They worked so hard to get here, too. They don't get a lot of credit. I mean, they should be getting all the credit, too, just as much as me sitting up here. I love those guys. I love the coaching staff. And, I'm just proud that we're putting MSU back on top.
And to your point there, your bench had 22 points. Yeah. How big was it for those other guys to really maybe help put this game away in the second half?
I mean, like Coach said, we had some guys in slumps, but that confidence never went down. I'll tell them, keep shooting. All you got to do is just get stops. It's so easy to put your head down, especially as young guys. I think it's their first time really in this atmosphere, especially in the Pentagon and playoff time. You can't be playing a lot of fast games. You got to play your pace. And, H did that right there today. Malcolm did his thing. Brady did his thing, So credit to those guys. I'm just so proud of them, especially on the defensive side. Brady played a huge part of the defense side. And, I'm just so proud of our guys for doing that today.
This is a question for both you guys. Winning this tournament was not going to be easy for anyone that did it, and you guys pulled it off because of the level of play in this conference this year has been outstanding on the men's side.
Yeah.
How is that going to prepare you guys for what the next step is, which is the NCAA tournament?
It's going to prepare us, greatly. We needed these games to go into the NCAA tournament confident and playing this way. But I tell you, we had a chip on our shoulder because I'm from day one, all I kept on hearing was like, boy, they're going to be a tough out. They're going to be a tough out. They're going to be tough out. They're playing really well. We were 7-2 coming in here, or 26-2. My God, we're playing pretty damn well ourselves. All right, and that's what we use for our guys. And I want to tell you something about this kid right here. Honestly, this is going to be tough because I love this guy. I tell him I love him all the time, and he knows I mean it. And you've done things, man. I can't explain, but you know that I love you. Yes, I love you, man.
Love you too, Coach. Just right there, just piggyback on Coach. I love him so much to, I didn't want to do, it's a blessing, like you said, to play with my brother. Not so many players get to do that. And Coach right here saw the vision with us. He knew he could bring us back to where we wanted to be, just be winners. Coach does so much for us, just not on the court, but off the court. He really brought me and Carissa in just like his own kids. I feel like, he's a great guy that we look up to. He's always there for us whenever we need something. And his wife over there, Dawn, too, as well. They treat us like family so much. It's truly a blessing. We tell them all the time we love them, too. I'm sad that it's my senior year and it's like one of my last years here, but I'm just so glad that everything we talked about from all the time I've been here, like, we're making it come to life. And, I thank God for that. I thank these guys for that, just believing in me and my brother to just let us go out there and just play our game and have fun, man, with a smile on our face.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet, though. Exactly.
Thank you very much, guys.
Exactly.
Just one final question for both of you.
Yep.
Malik, you've talked about it. You're a senior, getting to this point, getting this trophy,
Yes.
winning the NSIC tournament. What does that mean to you? And Coach, same for you. What does this mean to you, especially with the season you guys have had?
This means the world to us. Like I said, we really spoke this into existence. We worked hard for this. It wasn't no fluke that we got here. 1 through 15, a lot of guys stayed here this summer just to get the chemistry right already off the bat. A lot of starting five were there. So it really starts in the off season for us. That's what I feel like that helped us get here. And this is great, but our minds are so much. I love this team so much because we're so determined to keep going, especially when we have the chance to go to the national tournament. It's time to make some more noise. So we're gonna enjoy this with each other. Yep. But man, I'm just so proud of these guys, everyone, man. But when it's time, we're gonna be locked in for regionals. I know that for sure.
Yeah. For me, it's just I told Aaron this in the middle of the floor. I want to just enjoy every moment of it. You don't know when you can be back here, and we had a group rolling 10 years ago. We won this thing, and we were here all the time, winning championships, winning, back to back, and 3P, and this and that, and then COVID hit, and then injuries, and you just never know if you can get back here. And it's just, for me as a coach, it feels pretty darn good.
Yes, sir.
Pretty darn good.
Awesome. Malik, Coach, thank you for your time. Good luck in the NCAA tournament.
Thank
and
you, guys.
Again, have a great night.
Let's go.